Keith Urban. His name alone sparks visions of blazing guitar solos, chart-topping hits, and a life that looks picture-perfect from the outside. But behind the fame, the polished image, and that signature smile lies a story that's as heartbreaking as it is inspiring. Welcome to Starloop News, where today we pull back the curtain on a man who has not just survived his demons, but reshaped them into something powerful. Born in New Zealand and raised in Australia, Keith grew up surrounded by music. His father, a drummer, and his grandfather, a pianist, passed the passion down to him. By 5, he was strumming a ukulele to radio songs, and before long, Keith set his sights on Nashville. The name alone, stamped on his dad's old records, became a symbol of hope and destiny. But when he arrived, reality hit hard. He wasn't embraced. He was told he didn't look the part, didn't act the part, and most painfully might not ever make it. The pressure to belong, the loneliness, and the endless rejection in a tough country music industry took its toll. And like so many before him, Keith sought escape. He turned to alcohol, then to cocaine. The party lifestyle that felt like inclusion quickly became a trap. Behind the scenes, he was missing major sessions, including one with the Dixie Chicks, because of brutal hangovers. His career, his health, his future were slipping through his fingers. Keith entered rehab for the first time in 1998. But addiction is a beast that doesn't let go easily. Years of relapses followed. He later admitted he felt enslaved, living a very small life. His music, while upbeat on the surface, was often a mask, whistling in the dark, as he called it. His lyrics were flotation devices, not celebrations. And no one really knew how deep his pain went. But everything changed in 2005. That's when he met Nicole Kidman. At a glitzy gala, he saw her and felt something instant. She gave him her number, and he didn't call for months. He didn't feel worthy. But when he finally dialed, something clicked. Conversations flowed, love blossomed, and 4 months later they were married. But even love couldn't fix what Keith hadn't yet faced. Only 4 months into their marriage, Keith relapsed. Nicole wasn't home. He was alone with his demons. Again, but instead of walking away, she staged an intervention, pulling in his closest friends, surrounding him with love and urgency. Keith checked into the Betty Ford Center. He left behind his guitar and began discovering who he was without it. Together, Keith and Nicole rebuilt. In 2008, their first daughter, Sunday Rose, was born, and in 2010, they welcomed Faith Margaret. Despite the demands of global fame, they made a pact one of them would always be home with the kids. Even when their careers pull them apart, their love pulls them back. Nicole once revealed that Keith flew 10 hours just to attend her play premiere, and then flew straight back for his next show. That, she said, is love in action. But Keith's battles didn't end there. In 1997, and again in 2011, he faced every singer's nightmare: vocal damage. He underwent surgery for a vocal polyp that could have ended his career. Post-surgery, he couldn't speak for weeks, but miraculously, he emerged with an even wider vocal range and a deeper connection to his music. That voice, so vital to who he is, came back strong, more expressive, and full of new life. And while fame continued to shine, grief returned. In 2015, Keith lost his father to cancer just as he was being honored at the Country Music Hall of Fame. His dad had been his earliest champion, even hand-making Keith's stage outfits. Years later, while recording the song "Break the Chain," Keith broke down, overwhelmed by the weight of his father's legacy and his own role in breaking the cycle of pain. Today, Keith Urban is more than just a country music star. He's a survivor, a father, a husband, a man determined to break generational trauma and be present for the people he loves. His journey from addiction and childhood scars to family, fame, and purpose is nothing short of remarkable. Through it all, Keith kept showing up for himself, for Nicole, for his daughters, and for every fan who hears more than just a melody. In his songs they hear strength. What do you think of Keith Urban's powerful journey? Let us know in the comments below. And if you were moved by this story, smash that like button, subscribe to Starloop News, and hit the bell icon so you Never miss a story that goes deeper than the headlines. Thanks for watching and keep chasing the music.